This is a simple eye look with a touch of sparkle. It's inspired by the robe I'll be wearing during this tutorial. This is my first one. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for future notifications. Thank you and enjoy! Well, hello there, gorgeous. Welcome to the Kylie Chameleon Beauty channel. My name is Kylie, and I'm a makeup artist. This is my first eyeshadow tutorial, and I'm using several brands that I'm currently loving. This tutorial is inspired by my robe. To start off, I am using Viseart Seamless Eye Primer. Okay, and sorry about my foundation crease. I am actually blending it out just to make sure everything looks flawless. Just carefully blending it out. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, so anyway, I put the eye primer first. Then I apply Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. I applied both of the sandstone colors across my lid. And I'm also using the eyeshadow brush. I think it's a blending brush. I'm not really sure, but I just love it. I mean, this is my if I had to use that brush, I would do that. And now I'm also applying a I think it's called Farrah. I don't think it's a blending brush, but I think it's a blending brush, but I'm using it as a crease. Okay, so I apply core on my crease and blending it over to create as a windshield wiping motion. As I also went over my crease because I have hooded lids, and everything is just blending out seamlessly. I just love these eyeshadow colors. They're just perfect for everybody. Okay, so I'm blending, and as you can see, it's just the colors are just very pigmented, and I'm having to tap my brush every time. They're just gorgeous. My favorite palette so far. Okay, then of course I went back to the It Cosmetics brush, and I'm just blending everything out. Alright, then I went back again using that, I didn't put anything on. I just kind of make sure everything's blended out right. Alright, so it looks like I'm looking for something. Yes, I use Patrick Ta's Major Dimensions 3 matte palette. I used the shade Needed on my mid crease to add a little darkness. Okay, and I used, let's see, I blended it all out carefully. This is like such a good palette as well. I mean, those two, Patrick Ta, Danessa Myricks, they're just equally good. I love them both. Oh yes, I'm using a card to apply the my eyeshadow. You can use anything. I mean, tape. Oh yes, I also used another flat shader brush because I feel like when you have hooded eyes, it's best to apply like flat brushes. Oh yeah, and I used the Groundwork palette again in the shade Harvest, but I only used like the darker shade. And of course I used the card. Don't forget to tap your brush. And I applied it like just slowly, and just to darken up my outer V. And I'm gonna put some more dark shadows soon, but this is just to start off. I'm just blending it in to make sure everything is seamless. Alright, I love this brush, and actually I have two of them because I just like to use them a lot, especially with my outer V. I know it's kind of weird, but I just like flat brushes for some reason. Alright, so I went and used, I think I used Bark. Alright, yeah, I used it just yeah, I used it, tapped my brush and to darken the outer V. Oh yeah, very pigmented shadow, by the way. Wow, I love this palette. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but I just love it. But yeah, blend, 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 girl. That's all you gotta do. Like every time you work on something, every shadow that you put on, you blend. There's never enough blending. You know what I mean? Just gotta keep blending those colors in. Alright. So, I went back, like, you know, to darken up my crease again. Just to make sure it looks good. Alright. There we go. There we go. And, alright. So, I went back to, I guess to darken up my crease just a little bit, and I applied Patrick Ta's matte palette in the shade Classic to blend out the crease area, just to make sure everything looks good. I'm always having to, like, you know, I mean, I blend so much. I guess just part of, like, you know, keeping everything looking good. I'm now using Pat McGrath's Bronze Esctasy palette. Alright. And then, what I will do is that I'm using, oh, yes, I'm using NYX Glitter Eye Primer. And I'm also using the Sigma's Cut Crease Brush. I don't know if they still make this brush, but man, I love it so much. I really hope they make some more, because it is a really good cut crease brush. Okay, I'm going to use okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I apply that NYX Glitter Eye Primer. Just, I didn't want to do the cut crease brush. I mean, I didn't want to do a cut crease, but I feel like I changed my mind. I changed my mind a lot, but I think this is a good look cut crease. It's not really that cut crease, but I just love this brush. Okay, so I used Starlit Champagne on my not in my inner lid, but in my middle lid. Oh, okay, so here we go. I'm so sorry. I used the Starlit Champagne on my inner lid, and I used the Honey Nectar on my mid lid. Yes, those two combined are so beautiful together. Alright. And it looks like I am going back to the same palette. And let's see, what did I do? Oops, it looks like I dropped something. I think I dropped my NYX eye primer. But, alright. So, I'm going to do the other side. And again, I'm going to use the Honey Nectar in the mid lid. And I'm going to use Starlit Champagne on my inner lid, or what have you. Okay, so that looks amazing. I love these colors, and I'm very impressed with the glitter primer that I just used. Oh yes, I'm going to add Merlot Mystique on my outer V. That's such a beautiful shade, actually. This is like my second time using this eyeshadow palette, and I really love Pat McGrath's eyeshadows. They're just, I mean, I just love her, everything that she comes out. I look forward to doing more tutorials with her eyeshadow palettes, but this one, it's just so, I don't know. It's, the colors themselves are just beautiful, every one of them. Oh yes, and I'm blending some more. Okay. Alright, so looks like I am applying the shade, what was that shade again? I think it's an Enchanted Bronze. if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I went back and looks like I went back to Patrick Ta's, and I used a classic on my crease, and I also added my Merge Crucial and Needed to darken up my crease, my mid crease, just so that everything looks blended out. Alright, and then I had a replaceable to darken my outer V. It's very, very pigmented, by the way. Oh yes, I'm using Ulta Color Swap. I love this thing. If you ever go to Ulta and see this, buy it. It is so convenient to have. I mean, it just cleans your eyeshadow brushes right away. I mean, it's so amazing. And the price is just amazing too. But I love it. And I use it every day. Alright, so yeah, I clean my other brush. And looks like I went back to classic. Alright, to blend everything out again, of course. Oh yes. I blend all the time. every time I touch something, I blend, except the shimmers. Never blend your shimmers and your glitters. Oh, okay. Here we go. I use that. I haven't used this shade, but it's called Enchanted Bronze. Okay, that one is so gorgeous. It just goes well with this whole palette. I think it's gonna be my favorite the first time I've used it, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use it again. Hey guys, I applied liquid eyeliner, the remaining liquid eyeliner, and lashes off camera. I also use, Wayne Goss's Essential Eye Kohl in Precious Opal on my bottom waterline, and I blended it out with Patrick Ta's Needed to, just to make sure everything's blended out. I smoked it out and everything. I also used a bronzer, blush, lipstick, lip liner, setting spray, etc., afterwards. Everything is listed down below. But that completes the look. Keep reaching for the stars and shine bright, baby. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notification if you like this first tutorial. I was so nervous when I did this, but I will get better next time, okay? Bye, guys.